Good afternoon. Today we will start with numerical based on F equals to ma. First one is a 800 kg engine pulls a train of 5 wagons, each of 2000 kg. Mass of each wagon is 2000 kg. Number of wagons in a train is 5 and the mass of engine is given 8000 kg. Along a horizontal track, if the engine exert a force of 4000 Newton, it is 40,000 Newton, sorry, and the track offer a frictional force of 5000 Newton. Frictional force is 5000 Newton and engine exert a force of 4000 Newton. You are asked to find out, then calculate a net accelerating force. This is an engine, this one, and these are the wagons. There are 5 wagons. Mass of engine is given 8000. Mass of each wagon is given 2000. Right? And the engine exert a force in forward direction, that is 40,000 Newton. And the track offer a frictional force in opposite direction, that is of 5000 Newton. You are asked to find out the net accelerating force. Second one, the acceleration of the train. And third one, the force of wagon 1 on wagon 2. Come to the solution. See here, mass of engine is 8000 kg, number of wagons 5, mass of each wagon is 2000 kg, force exerted by engine, it is 40,000 Newton, force exerted by track, that is frictional force, 5000 Newton. Capital F is the force exerted by engine, whereas small f is the frictional force. They are acting in opposite direction. So the net accelerating force is the force which is acting in forward direction minus frictional force. That is 40,000 minus 5,000. You are getting 35,000 Newton. B is to find out acceleration. Acceleration equals to force by mass, you know. Here the net accelerating force is 35,000. F minus capital F minus small f, that is 35,000. And mass is total mass of the engine plus mass of the wagon. Total mass of engine is 8000, mass of each wagon is 2000, and there are 5 wagons. So 2000 into 5, you are getting 10,000 plus 8,000, total it is 18,000. So A will be equal to 35,000 by 18,000. You are getting, after calculation, 1.9 meter per second square. Now C is, you have to find out force exerted by wagon 1 on wagon 2. So force equals to mass into acceleration. Here you are asked to find out the force exerted by wagon 1 on wagon 2. Wagon 2 is attached with 4 more wagons. So 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total 8,000. 4 wagons are there. So total mass will be 8,000. 8,000 mass into acceleration. Acceleration is 1.9. That is 35 by 18. This one. 1.9. After calculation we have got. So in this place we can write 35 by 18. And when you solve it, when you calculate it, you will get 1555.5 Newton. 15,555.5 Newton. Number two is a stone of mass 1 kg is thrown with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So initial velocity is 20 meter per second and it is thrown upward. So at the maximum height, final velocity will be 0. And mass of the stone is 1 kg across a frozen surface of lake and comes to rest. You have thrown a stone with a velocity of 20 meter per second, and finally the stone comes to rest, means final velocity V will be 0. After traveling a distance of 50 meter, here S is 50 meter, 50. What is the force of friction between the stone and the ice? You are asked to find out force of friction between stone and ice. Now let us solve it. See the solution. Mass is given 1 kg. Initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Final velocity is 0. Distance covered is 50 meter. You are asked to find out F. Now using third equation of motion, we will get acceleration. V square minus u square equals to 2as. Here V is 0, u is 20. So 0 minus 20 square is equal to 2 into A we don't know, S is 50. So this is 50 into 2, 100A, and here 20 whole square, so 400. Minus sign, you have to write it down. So A equals to minus 400 by 100. You are getting minus 4 meter per second square. Now acceleration you have got. You are asked to find out force. Force equals to mass into acceleration. In place of mass 1 kg, and in place of acceleration it is minus 4. So you are getting minus 4 Newton. This is Newton. Now number 3. Number 3 is, how much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kg? Mass of the dumbbell is 10 kg transferred to the floor. If it fall from a height of 80 centimeter, height is given in centimeter, so you have to convert it into meter. How much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kg transfer to the floor if it fall from a height of 80 centimeter? So initial velocity will be 0. Take its downward acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. A is given 10 meter per second square. S is given 80 centimeter. So it is 0.8 meter. Mass is given 10 kg, and you are asked to find out momentum. Come to the solution. Mass is given. Here mass is 10 gram. Convert it into kg. It will not be kg here. This is 10 gram. Do correction here. So mass is 10 gram. Convert it into kg. Divided by 1000. You will get 1 by 100 kg. Right? Then see here. Transfer to the floor. Oh, sorry. Third we have not done. Number 1 is over. Number 2 is over. Come to number 3. A bullet of mass 10 gram. So this is 10 gram. Convert it into kg. Mass equals to 10 gram. Divided by 1000, you will get in kg. Traveling horizontally with the velocity of 150 meter per second. So u is 150 meter per second. Strike a stationary wooden block and comes to rest. So final velocity is 0. In time 0.03 second. T is 0.03 second. Calculate the distance of penetration of the bullet. You are asked to find out S into the block. Also calculate the magnitude of force exerted by the wooden block on the bullet. You are asked to find out force also. So two things you are asked in this question. First one is distance covered and second one is force. Come to the solution. Mass is given 10 gram. Convert it into kg, 1 by 1000. This is equals to 1 by 100 kg. Initial velocity is 150 meter per second. Final velocity is 0. Time is 0.03 second. Now you are asked to find out distance covered and the force, right? So first find out acceleration. Acceleration equals to V minus U by T. V is 0, minus U is 150, divided by 0.03. When you calculate it, you will get, here minus we will take 150 by, when you remove this decimal 20, you have to put in numerator and solve it, you will get minus 5000 meter per second square. Therefore, force equals to m into A. Mass is 1 by 100 into acceleration is minus 5000. 20 will get cancelled. What is left? Minus 50 Newton. Second part, you are asked to find out distance covered. So use third equation of motion. V square minus U square equals to 2AS. V is 0, so 0 whole square minus 150 whole square equals to 2 into acceleration you have got minus 5000 and S we don't know, we are asked to find it out. Therefore, S equals to minus 150 into 150. Minus will be only one time here and it is 150 into 150 divided by 2 into minus 5000. So minus minus will get cancelled and when you calculate it, you will get 9 by 4 which is equal to 2.25 meter. Next number 4. Number 4 is how much momentum will a dumbbell of mass, here mass is 10 kg, transfer to the floor if it fall from a height of 80 centimeter. So initial velocity will be 0. H is 80 centimeter, convert it into meter, divided by 100, you will get 0.8 meter. Take its downward acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. Come to the solution. Mass is 10 kg. Distance covered, that is height, is 80 centimeter. Convert it into meter, 80 by 100. So 0 get cancelled. You are getting 0.8 meter. You can write, or 2 4 j 8, 2 5 j 10, 4 by 5 meter. Acceleration in downward direction is 10 meter per second square. You are asked to find out how much momentum. So it transfer to the floor. So P you are asked to find it out. P equals to M into V. So V we want to find it out. Here U is 0. So V square minus U square equals to 2AS. V square minus, in place of U, you can write 0 square equals to 2 into 10 into S is 4 by 5. And you can cancel 10 this by 5. You are getting 4 4 just 16. So V square equals to 16. Therefore, V equals to root under 16, which is equal to 4 meter per second. So V you have find it out. Now find out momentum. Momentum equals to P equals to M into V. M is 10 and V you are getting 4. So 10 into 4, 40 kg meter per second. SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second. Now next you have to read is Newton's third law of motion. Very important law. To every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law of motion states that to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. It gives the property of force. What does it mean? To every action, if you beat someone with a force of 2 Newton, you will get back as reaction force which is equal to 2 Newton only. To every action there is equal and opposite reaction, and first law, Newton's first law of motion gives definition of force, second law gives measure of force, and third law gives property of force. Now one reasoning question you will get it from here. If action is always equal to reaction, then explain how a horse pull a cart. You will get number of reasoning questions from Newton's third law. Keep it in mind, action and reaction acts on two different bodies, so they do not cancel each other. Since action and reaction acts on two different bodies, they do not cancel each other. The horse pushes the ground in backward direction with its feet. The ground also offers equal and opposite reaction on the feet of the horse. And with this reaction force, the horse pull the cart. The reaction force is responsible for the movement of cart in forward direction. Number 2, it is difficult for a fireman to hold the hose pipe while putting off the fire. You must have seen number of firemen are holding the hose pipe while putting off the fire. You all know that from the hose pipe, water comes out with large force. This is action. As a result of this action, a reaction force comes into play in backward direction. And due to this reaction force, it becomes difficult for the fireman to hold the hose pipe. Number 3, a gunman get a jerk on firing a bullet. This is also because of Newton's third law of motion. On firing a bullet, the bullet comes out in forward direction with large force. This is action. As a result of this action, a reaction force acts in backward direction. And due to this reaction force, the gunman gets jerked. You will get number of reasoning questions from Newton's third law. Only few is discussed here. So we will complete it in reasoning question. Law of conservation of momentum. Next you have to read. This is very important. It will come in derivation. So from this chapter, you are getting 3 derivation. First one is derive F equals to ma. Second, Newton first law is special case of Newton's second law of motion. And third one, that is to prove the law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum states that when two bodies interact, collide, the total momentum of the system remains conserved. It is not going to change, provided no external unbalanced force acts on it. This is the condition. Provided no external unbalanced force acts on it. Now consider two bodies. Let A and B are the two bodies. Mass of the body A is ma and mass of the body B is mb. Let the initial velocity of A is ua and initial velocity of B is ub. Both are moving in the same direction, right? They are moving along the same line in the same direction, but the velocity of ua is more than ub. When the velocity of ua is more than ub, what will happen? They will collide. Let the two bodies collide and the collision lasts for time t. During collision, FAB is the force exerted by A on B and FBA is the force exerted by B on A. After collision, the two body moves. Let the velocity with which the body A moves is VA. So final velocity of the body A after collision is VA and velocity of body B is VB after collision. Now initial momentum of the body A, mass into velocity, so ma into ua. Final momentum of the body A, mass into velocity, final velocity, so ma into va. What is the change in momentum? Change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. This is equals to MAVA minus MAUA. This is A. MAVA minus MAUA. Then what is the rate of change in momentum? You divide it by time, you will get the rate. So MAVA minus MAUA, this is also A divided by T. Similarly, rate of change of momentum of body B. This is equals to, in place of A, you are going to write B. So MB into VB minus MB into UB by T. According to Newton's second law of motion, Rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to applied force, and the change will take place in the direction of applied force. So here rate of change in momentum, this one, is directly proportional to applied force. What is the force applied on the body A? It is FBA. So this is equals to FBA. Similarly, MBVB minus MBUB by T will be equals to rate of change of momentum of B will be equals to the force applied on the body B, that is FAB, right? Then according to Newton's third law of motion, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So FBA will be equals to minus FAB. Keep it in mind that you have to write minus here, because to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So opposite means minus, you have to put it. If you forget, it will become wrong. Don't forget it. Now substitute the value. In place of FBA, write down MAVA minus MAUA by T equals to, in place of FAB, write down MVVB minus MBUB by T. T get cancelled on both the side. Minus sign you have to write in the beginning. Now solve the bracket. You are getting MAVA minus MAUA equals to minus MBVB plus MBUB. Now take this negative, bring this MAUA to this side and MBVB to this side. When they come, this negative sign will become positive, and when this will go to this side, it will also become positive. So MAVA plus MBVB will be equals to MAUA plus MVUB. What does it mean? It is the total initial momentum, and this is the total final momentum. So total final momentum will be equals to total initial momentum. You have proved it. This is only the law of conservation of momentum. Go through it once more. If you are having doubt, you can write in chat. Now to find out recoil velocity of the gun. Let M1 is the mass of the bullet and V1 is the velocity of the bullet. M2 is the mass of the gun, capital M we have taken, and V2 is the velocity of the gun, right? So total initial momentum of bullet plus gun. Mass of bullet is small m1 and velocity of bullet is initial velocity. It is u1, and u1 here is 0. The bullet is at rest and the gun is also at rest. And what is the final initial momentum of bullet? Mass of the gun, mass of the gun into velocity of the gun. Velocity of the gun is also 0. So total initial momentum of gun and plus bullet is 0. What will be the final momentum of the system, that is gun plus bullet? It is mass momentum of final momentum of bullet plus final momentum of gun. What is the final momentum of bullet? It is m1 v1 plus, and final momentum of the gun is m2 v2. So you are getting m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Mass of the bullet we have taken with small m, and mass of the gun we have taken with capital M. Velocity of bullet we have taken small v, and velocity of gun we have taken capital V. So according to law of conservation of momentum, total initial momentum will be equals to total final momentum. M1 V1 plus M2 V2, this is equal to 0. We want to find out recoil velocity of the gun. So V2, we want to find it out. V2 equals to minus M1 V1 by M2. I think it is clear to you. Then next day, I will start with numerical based on law of conservation of momentum. Now write down 2 questions as homework. First one, state Newton's third law of motion. I am repeating again. State Newton's third law of motion. And B, number 2, write it as number 2. It is difficult to hold the hose pipe for a fireman while putting off the fire. Give reason. Thank you. Have a nice day.